Hey guys, welcome back to Dreamcatcher Horsemanship. It has been well over a year since I posted my last video on this channel, and if you have been a subscriber of this channel or someone who's watched my videos in the past, you may have noticed that I pulled all my videos off of YouTube over a year ago and stopped posting content. When I did that, I actually had several really lovely messages from some of you guys asking if I was okay and what was up with my channel, and the purpose of today's video is to explain where I've been, why I stopped posting on YouTube, and what the future of this channel is going to look like. The short answer to the questions I received from you guys is that I'm fine, the horses are fine, everything is good. The long answer is that I decided to take a break from YouTube because I was starting to find the YouTube community to be a relatively toxic place to be, and while there were many of you that posted really nice comments on my videos, there were still people who felt the need to make really nasty comments and judgmental comments and comments that really had no basis in fact, and it just started feeling very much like I was back in middle school or high school. Like there was just drama, and it was really not good for my mental health. It got to the point where every time I filmed a video or went to post a video, I just felt super anxious, and every time I got a notification that I had a comment on one of my videos, I got anxious and didn't want to read it because I didn't know if it was going to be a good comment or a bad comment, and I had to sit back at the end of the day and just say, like, it's not worth it to feel that way. I started making these videos because I wanted to keep track of my journey with my horses, and because I really enjoy filming and editing videos. It was something fun and creative for me to do. And when it stopped being something fun, I realized that it wasn't something I had to do. Like, I could take a break. I wasn't being forced to do this. Obviously, I have a very small channel and I have a very small amount of followers, and I'm grateful for all of you, but it's not like I make my living off this. I make literally zero money making videos. And so it really is something that I do just for fun. And when something that you do for fun stops being fun, there's no point in continuing to do it. That said, I did continue to make videos and post them. I just posted them privately because I still want to keep track of everything I'm doing with my horses. I just didn't want to have to worry about criticism from other people because I don't agree with what some people feel online, which is that if you put content out online, that you should be okay with people being rude or judgmental or critical of you. I don't think that anybody has to put up with that kind of stuff. It's one thing if there's constructive criticism, but when it's just plain rude, I don't think that you have to subject yourself to that. You wouldn't keep yourself in a toxic relationship in real life, so why would I continue with a toxic relationship online? You know what I'm saying? So, and that said too, guys, like, I'm older than the typical demographic of people posting on YouTube. I'm in my mid-30s, and I didn't really want all the silly, like, high school-y type drama in my life. It didn't make any sense. So that's kind of the long story of why I took a break from YouTube. I just really wanted to focus on making videos that I wanted to create and that made me feel happy, and that's what I did. However, I have decided to come back to YouTube, but I have decided that this time around, I'm really not interested in making videos just to get subscribers. I think when you start making videos, it's fun, and then all of a sudden you get into the headspace of like, well, how do I get more likes and how do I get more followers? And I don't want to be in that headspace because that makes this feel like more of a job, and it's not a job. It's just a hobby that I have. So I'm planning on just continuing to make videos that make me happy and that I enjoy filming and editing. And I am also making the decision to turn off commenting on my videos. And I'm doing that because I don't think that I need to subject myself to nasty comments from people that I don't know, that I've never met, and whose opinions don't really matter. And I don't think that I need to feel anxious like every time somebody posts a comment. I should just be able to post my videos for myself, and if other people would like to watch them and enjoy watching them, then that's awesome. And I'm so happy that you enjoy what I post, but if you don't like it, then you can just click away without having to make a nasty comment. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've decided that I am shutting off comments on my videos, and I'm also not making a commitment to posting on a regular schedule. Before, I felt pressured that I needed to post every week at the same time, and I honestly just don't have time to do that anymore, because I guess the biggest reason I took such a long break from YouTube is that I actually had a baby 8 months ago, and I don't want this to turn into like a family vlogging channel. That's not what this is about. This is like literally my horse channel, and I also don't want my baby put up on the internet for everybody to see. So yeah, I have a lot less time on my hands now because I'm taking care of a baby, and I am just gonna post when I have time to post. So that's the gist of everything. Hopefully that answered some questions for you guys. I am not going to be unprivating any of the videos that I had posted in the past, so all of my content will start from this video on, and yeah. So today I will post a little bit of riding content for you. I'm planning on doing just some pole work with Bean today, but I wanted to give you guys also a quick little update on each of the horses because you haven't seen them in a while. So Chief turned 20 this year, which is wild. For those of you who don't know or don't remember, he's my paint gelding who I've had since he was a yearling, just about to turn 2. I bought him when I was 15, and he turned 20. So he's been with me a really long time. He's definitely starting to slow down, and I had a full workup done on him by the vet this year, a full soundness exam and blood work and all that stuff, and she said he actually looks really, really good for a horse his age. He definitely has some age-related arthritis, like some stiffness in his hind end, and as a result, I've scaled back quite a bit on the riding I'm doing with him. I'm not doing any dressage with him anymore. I was doing Western dressage with him for a while. He is only doing flat work now, except for ground poles, because the vet said the ground poles will actually help with his hind end arthritis. So he does some ground poles, but we're doing just flat work. His schedule during the week is a lot less heavy than it used to be. He's doing a lot of walk trot, some canter work. He really can't collect much anymore because of his hind end stiffness, I guess. You know, collection comes from the hind end, and when they can't really engage from the hind end, it's really hard to get them collect. So if you ever see him in videos and you don't see him collected, he does know how to collect. He does it really well, but it's uncomfortable for him now. So the vet really said just to keep him in light work, because she said that if I stopped working him, then he would just become more stiff overall. He'd lose top line muscles. So she just wants him doing lots of walk trot and some light canter and doing some pole work every week. So that's what he's doing. But other than that, he's actually been doing really, really well. He looks really, really good for a 20-year-old horse. Annie turned 19 this year. I'd say that she's actually aging slower than Chief. Like, she doesn't look like a 19-year-old horse. She's still really sound. She's still very healthy, and I have been doing a lot of just like walk trot canter work with her. And then Bean turned 6 this year, so she's really ready to get into a full work schedule of an adult horse. So last year when I was pregnant, part of the reason I didn't post any vlogs is because I didn't know what content I would make, because I wasn't riding the horses through my pregnancy. I was working them on the lunge line, but not really riding them. So the horses really didn't get ridden last summer. And they did come back into work over the fall, but this summer, Bean and I are really starting to work on like finessing things, getting her collected under saddle. I'm hoping to show her in Western dressage this year, off property if COVID allows. She and I are doing some pole work and some light jumping. And when I say jumping, I'm not talking like jumping, I'm talking like little jumps, you know, things just to get her picking up her hind end to help strengthen her, which is what we're gonna do today. But she's also been doing really, really well. And then I guess the last bit of information is that for those of you who follow me on Instagram or are friends with me on Facebook, I did purchase a yearling filly this winter. She was a half gypsy, half quarter horse mare, and she stayed with us for 2 months and ended up not really being a good fit for what we were looking for. She had some pretty serious issues with reactivity, I would say. She was just a really reactive horse. She's a horse that earlier on in my life I would have taken on and loved working with, but again, I have a small child now, and she almost broke my hand at one point during the time she was here, and I just decided that she would be better off in a home with somebody who really had a lot of time to dedicate to desensitizing her and helping her gain confidence. So she was only here for like 2 months, and then she went to a different home with a trainer friend of mine who did a lot of really nice work with her, and she's doing really well now. But yeah, so I'm actually in the market for a yearling to 2-year-old horse to kind of take over for Chief, because I think that within the next year or two he'll probably be fully retiring, and I would like to have another horse kind of ready to take his place when that happens. And he won't be going anywhere. He'll be here. All of my horses are here for the rest of their life. He'll just retire here and spend his days hanging out in the pasture with his buddies. So yeah, so I'm gonna go grab Bean and tack her up, and I'm gonna do a little bit of like pole work and jumping with her today, and then I'll catch up with you for the end of the vlog. Nice job. Good girl. Good girl. Just finished riding Miss Bean, and I thought I would take you out into the pasture to see the other guys, since it's been quite a while since they've been on camera, and I just wanted to show you how they're doing. You can see them in the distance. Here's Mr. Chief. He went through the winter really well this year, actually. For 20 years old, I think he's looking really good. He hasn't lost much top line. He's keeping weight really well. We were really fortunate to get some nice hay over the winter, so it really kept weight on these guys and helped them get through really successfully. So he's looking really nice, and like I said, we're just trying to do stuff with him that will keep his muscle there. Like, I don't want him to lose muscle, and if he just completely retired, he would lose all his muscle. So we're trying to focus on quality over quantity, riding him less, but like making the most of the sessions that we do have, but also keeping those sessions to less than an hour, and making sure that we're doing lots of muscle building kind of stuff. And then here's Miss Banana, all decked out in her fly gear already. As many of you know, she's got a pretty severe fly allergy, so she's got this on, although it's going to be pretty hot this week, so she may have to take this off for a few days because I don't want her to overheat. But she has no hives yet this year, knock on wood. So hopefully we'll be successful at keeping her hive free. But the last few years, I feel like we've gotten her fly protection routine down, and we've been pretty fortunate. We have never had to put her on a steroid yet. She's really been kept pretty hive free for the most part for the last several years, so that's really good. I am going to end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back whenever I can with more videos, but again, I'm not committing to any specific video schedule. If you guys enjoyed this video, it was nice to make a video to post on YouTube again, and I can't wait to see you guys in the future. Bye!